There are haunted houses, and then there is Monte Cristo Homestead, a place where darkness seeps into the walls, where whispered tragedies still echo through the halls, and where those who enter rarely leave unscathed. The house doesn't just remember the dead, it keeps them, and those who linger too long may find themselves trapped in its grasp, just like the souls that came before. Monte Cristo Homestead looms over the landscape of Junee, Australia, a grand Victorian estate built in 1885 by Christopher and Elizabeth Crawley. To outsiders, it was a symbol of wealth, success, and refinement. But within its walls, a sickness festered. It started with death. It always starts with death. Christopher Crawley, the master of the house, succumbed to a sudden agonizing illness in 1910. A blood infection, they said. His widow, Elizabeth, retreated into a private, suffocating grief, locking herself away inside the house. For 23 years, she never stepped outside. Servants whispered that she had gone mad, that something had poisoned her mind, wrapping itself around her like an invisible noose. She spent those decades in mourning black, pacing the halls, watching from the windows with hollow eyes. And when she finally died in 1933, her presence did not leave with her body. She is still there. Visitors see her, a shadowed figure standing behind lace curtains, staring out as if trapped between worlds. The house was her prison, and now she has become part of it. But she is not alone. Monte Cristo became a place of fear, cruelty, and suffering, not just for its owners, but for those who served them. The house absorbed their agony, their terror, their final screams. Some of them, it seems, are still screaming. A maid fell or got pushed from the second-floor balcony. Those who walk beneath it at night claim to hear a sickening thud, followed by the sound of desperate gasping, as if someone is trying to pull air into shattered lungs. A stable boy was burned alive in the stables, set ablaze as punishment for a minor mistake. His presence lingers in the suffocating scent of charred flesh that drifts through the halls on certain nights. Some say the flames still flicker in the corners of the room where he died. A young pregnant servant was imprisoned in an outhouse for weeks. Her cries for help went unanswered. The baby did not survive. The shack remains, untouched, as if it refuses to decay, its air thick with something that presses down on the chest, suffocating those who dare to step inside. But the darkest story of all belongs to a mentally ill man, chained in the caretaker's cottage for decades. They called him a beast, treated him like one, left him to waste away, forgotten. He was found curled into himself, fingers still wrapped around the rusted metal of his chains. And those chains, they still rattle in the dead of night, dragging across the floor when no one is there. Monte Cristo remembers them all. The walls breathe their suffering, the floors groan under the weight of the dead, and those who enter carry something with them when they leave, if they leave at all. Paranormal investigators have come and gone, some scoffing at the stories, others leaving pale and trembling, refusing to return. Some describe the feeling of being watched, stalked by something unseen. Doors slam shut with deafening force. Objects move when no one is looking. A creeping whisper slithers through the air, too soft to make out words, but laced with unmistakable malice. But the worst is the stairs. One woman, steady-footed, healthy, was walking down when something shoved her. She tumbled, landing hard, gasping for breath. When she looked up, expecting to see someone standing at the top of the staircase, she found nothing. And yet she was not alone, because something watches from those stairs, and it does not want you there. They say the house grows hungrier with each passing year, that it has claimed so much pain, so much despair, that it has become something more than just walls and foundations, something living, something waiting. Would you like to know what happens when people don't listen and when they challenge the silence? A photographer once scoffed at the legends, determined to spend the night alone inside. He laughed at the shadows, at the whispers, at the feeling of fingers brushing the back of his neck, until, in the dead of night, his laughter turned to screams. He was found at dawn, trembling, unable to speak, his fingernails torn and bloodied, as if he had tried to claw his way out. A visitor, daring and foolish, entered the house and wandered too close to the nursery. He had barely crossed the threshold when he felt a hand tighten around his throat. No one was there, and yet the pressure built, crushing, suffocating, until he stumbled out of the room, collapsing onto the floor, gasping for breath. Later, when he removed his scarf, he found bruises forming around his neck, dark, finger-shaped marks. And the children. More than one child has been carried out of Monte Cristo screaming in terror. Some lose their voices for hours, some cry inconsolably, but none can explain what they saw, only that it was watching them, and it wanted them to know. The house has never stopped taking. It took the minds of those who lived there. It took the lives of those who suffered within its walls. And perhaps, one day, it will take more. Monte Cristo is not just haunted. It is a wound that refuses to close, a place where sorrow has festered, where horror is woven into the very foundation. It is waiting. It is always waiting. Some believe houses can hold memories. Monte Cristo doesn't just hold them, it feeds on them. There are places where the dead rest. Monte Cristo is not one of them. The walls do not forget. The whispers do not fade. And the house does not forgive. But perhaps the most terrifying thing of all, Monte Cristo doesn't just keep its ghosts, it makes new ones. Would you dare to step inside?